PRI 2007.
The name Granatelli has been synonymous with racing and high performance for over 70 years. Eric Tritko on the floor of PRI 2007 here in Orlando, Florida, in the booth with Granatelli Motorsports owner J.R. Granatelli. And J.R., a lot of good stuff here at PRI 2007. We want to talk to you about your ignition systems this year.
Awesome. So Granatelli has come out with a new set of ignition wires, coils, plugs, cables, kind of an ignition package. Now, while ignition cables are nothing new, what's really unique about Granatelli is that we've come out with a solid stainless steel core, which makes it zero ohm resistance. Now, in the past, everybody said, well, yeah, but when you run a solid cable like stainless steel, it has a lot of radio frequency, or EMI, electromagnetic interference. What's really unique about our product is that we have a patent we call the Magic Donut. What the Magic Donut is actually a device that uses ferrite that eliminates radio frequency interference. So now we can give you zero ohm drop. That's like running a jumper cable from your coil directly to your spark plug. There's absolutely zero energy lost.
So that is the advantage of stainless steel over copper or any other material that most other people use in their wires.
Well, copper is non-corrosive. It's been like the Band-Aid to stainless. Stainless steel is the best. Copper, or what a lot of guys run now, is actually a carbon metallic core. The carbon metallic core is the principle is to give you a lot of energy, but it still has an ohm drop. There's still actual energy lost. As energy travels through the wire, it basically dissipates. With stainless steel, you don't have that issue. It's a solid energy. 100% of the energy goes from point A to point B.
And the idea being, with no ohm drop, you have a hotter spark, promoting better fuel combustion, better power, better mileage.
Right, better mileage as well. So we do offer two lines. We have the blue wire, which is our hardcore performance wire. We also have the green wire, which we call Mileage Plus. The reality of it is it's really the same wire, but to focus on the mileage guys, and green has been the new trick. So we came out with a green set of wires, and like for example, we have green wire that we gave to the municipalities in Byron, which is outside of Chicago, and that facility, they've actually run in about 8,000 vehicles, and they reported upwards of $80,000 a month in gas savings when you combine all those vehicles and the amount of fuel they don't burn anymore.
And that goes in nicely to the new coil packs that you're working with as well.
Right, so we've also come out with a complete line of coil packs. Now, right now we offer coil packs that are predominantly for Ford. Ford's been our strength, so we wanted to stick with that. But we offer three lines of coils. We have an OEM replacement coil, which still has a one-year warranty. Nobody else can do that. We have our standard performance coil, which we call Hot Street, which is about a 35,000 volt coil. Stock is 20,000. Then we have what we've become famous for, which is our Pro Street coil, which is a 60,000 volt output, or 60,000 kilovolts, which means in thousands. So we have a 60,000 volt output coil that gives you basically 3 times the energy.
And once again, that extra energy, better combustion, more performance, better mileage.
Absolutely, every time.
Well, JR, can you give us a demonstration of the actual difference that your wires make here?
Absolutely, and we're using an MSD display here so that we show that we're non-biased to everybody. We're actually using an MSD display, but we'll show you on the tester, the actual ohm tester on all the various wires, and we'll show you what happens with the Granatelli wire. So what we see here is we have an ohm test. We're going on number 8 right now, and you'll see as we go through the various wires, various manufacturers, they all have different ohm drops, and this is actually reading ohms per foot. That's the amount of energy you're losing. So we'll see here going into number 3, which is the last wire. Then number 2 is the Granatelli Mileage Plus. Look at that, 0. And you go to number 1, which is our performance wire. Again, 0 ohm drop. So this is within 12 feet. So when you do the test, the per foot test, you'll see the Granatelli wires have 0 ohm drop. So now what we're doing is we're gonna actually remove the wire from number 1, which is the Granatelli wire, and we'll see that the ohm meter just goes right off the chart, proving that we actually do have a dead open signal. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook up 25 feet of cable. This is 25 feet of Granatelli wire, and you'll notice that when we hook it up, even 25 feet is 0 ohm drop. So most guys are measuring within 12 inches. We're measuring within 1,020 inches, and still we have 0 ohm drop. That makes this wire 100% energy, point A to point B, every time.
It was a very impressive test. Now, the question I have for you is, do you use the technology from the wires in anything else?
We also use it in our coils. So we take that same stainless steel technology that we've got in the wire, and then we use it in the coils. So as you'll see here, we have 3 sets of coils. We have our Pro Series, Hot Street, and then basically our OEM replacement. So our Hot Street coil, which is a 30,000 volt coil, we still use the stock style spring. And then with our Pro Street cable, you'll see that we incorporate a solid stainless steel rope, and we still use our magic donut, or what we call a ferrite ring.
So one continues right into the other, maximum performance, maximum spark.
Every time.
Well, I think that shows you why Granatelli has been one of the leaders in high performance for so long. We're here at PRI 2007 in Orlando, Florida. Make sure you stay with us here on Power TV.